Hey Gemini, welcome to Pear Potato Tarot. Thank you for clicking on the video, visiting my channel. If any parts of the message resonates, please feel free to like, comment, as well as subscribe. We'll never profess to be the best card reader on any social media platform. However, I do know how to read cards and I am usually on point. So please don't ask me about divine feminines, divine masculines, portal, spell work, or any of that other tarot bullshit. My readings are for informative purposes only and not to be taken as medical and or legal advice. I do read my cards literally as well as the energy, so the story does always reveal itself. Please remember, energy is not gender specific, can refer to you, someone you know, someone you have known, or someone you will know. I am politically incorrect and brutally blunt, and so if at any point during this message you feel offended or your feelings are hurt, sorry in advance, not my intention, but please do find yourself a new tarot card reader. And so with that, we are going to get started with your February 2026 reading. So I hope all is well. Some of you all could have digestive problems or could be nervous about something, bubble guts as well. Some of you all could be anxious or anticipating some type of news, some bad news as well. You could know that, or you could be expecting a phone call and or I'm hearing a summons to appear in court for some of you all Geminis, or I'm hearing you might need to lawyer up. Somebody needs to lawyer up. Oh dear. I'm also hearing 6 degrees of separation, quarantine. Somebody seems like they've been quarantined or is in a period of quarantine. What else am I hearing for you, Gem? Society, secret society, secret societies. Somebody is being inducted into a secret or initiated into a secret society, or somebody was. Also, somebody thought that a secret society was going to give them protection or be able to protect them. If this is not like a secret society, this is like a secret covenant or agreement or side deal, or I don't know, something very top brass is what I'm hearing, top level. It's quite smoky in here. So I don't know, Gemini, what you have going on. This is giving like government vibes. Somebody could be expecting for like I'm also hearing subpoenas too. Like a whole flood of subpoenas. I just see like paperwork coming down a mountain like an avalanche. So the unturning or the undoing of something, this is the undoing of the establishment. Somebody's a double agent as well. Somebody appears to be one way or advocating for one thing or in support of one thing, but is covertly and actually doing the opposite. Gemini. I'm hearing they can fight their own battles. They think they're going to use me. I'm going to use them. Okay. All right, I'm going to get out of that. But anyway, all right, let's go. So what is the overall energy for Geminis for the month of February? Sneaky link, gaslight, or gaslighted. Gaslit. Is gaslighted a gaslit? Alright, give me one more for my Geminis. What is And we have friend zone at the bottom of the deck. We have triggered. All right, Jen. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn also have friend zoned. But you're the first one to get sneaky link or gaslit. Yeah. So basically, this is some type of covert interaction, covert alliances, covert information, covert organizations, where somebody has been secretly working somebody else's agenda the entire time. So again, this is like, you know, your friend coming to you and saying, you know what, you should really, you know, work it out. You shouldn't break up with such and such. You should really, you know, work it out with them. And, you know, you guys make a great couple. And, you know, you guys should stay together no matter what. Not knowing that the reason, or not knowing that the reason why this person is always in support of the other person, or always in support of you working something out, is because the other person is paying them or doing favors for them, you know, to incentivize them to support, you know, to lobby you and support whatever this is. Lobby, somebody could be a lobbyist. Lobbying could be significant as well. So this is like, what can I say? That's not going to give me shadow banned again. This is like, what is it? This is like so many things. This is like the watching a Kardashian show, okay? Now, it's supposed to be a reality TV show, but in actuality, if you really pay attention to the show, it is a walking, breathing commercial, because every product that you see in there, somebody has paid the Kardashians to have it placed there. Every, you know, label that they wear, especially if they're showing the label name, then that means, like, for example, Kim Kardashian, she was, you know, for a minute wearing nothing but Balenciaga. You know what I mean? Everything she had on said Balenciaga. Why? Because she had a deal with Balenciaga, which meant she was getting paid, which meant that, you know, they were paying her to wear their clothes, especially on the show. So, you know, basically and essentially, and I just, you know, said this to somebody, that the brilliance of that dynasty was that they carved out a niche as advertisers for products. And when you think about a lot of the cosmetic procedures that are now popular, the Kardashians, you know, showcase or highlighted it first. And so, you know, they were supposed to be like, you know, them just their everyday life, you know, living their life and everything. People pour millions of dollars into merchandising and, you know, and paying them to advertise, you know, to wear their clothes or to have their furniture in their house or on set, or to, you know, have, you know, basically everything that you see there has been bought, or has been paid to be in that, you know, in that frame. And so, you know, this could be that type of situation. While, you know, you think a person has this agenda, or they're, you know, they're advocating for this, and in actuality, you know, they could be working somebody else's agenda and pushing somebody else's agenda and getting paid to push that agenda, because perhaps they know that you, or, you know, your audience will identify with you better than they will with them. So this is kind of giving me like black politician vibes, like, you know, how they'll let black politicians get office, you know, not all, but some. And, you know, the powers that be will use these politicians basically to pacify or to, you know, do outreach in the black or poor communities and everything, because they are of color, people will identify with them better and tend to believe them and put confidence in what they say, because they feel like, you know, this person is from our community and they'll have our best interests at heart. When the whole time this person is basically placed there so they can gain the trust of whomever, so that way they can steer and, you know, and make sure that the agenda of someone else is realized. Bam. All right, there you go, Jim. All right, somebody is a traitor to their community. Also, there could be a situation, Gemini, where you felt like you have gotten past the situation, where you no longer care about it until that situation has been revisited. So this could be a situation where you broke up with someone or you stopped dealing with someone, and it could have been some time ago. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, all right, you know, put the romantic aside. This could be professional, where you stopped or you ended a professional alliance with someone some time ago. You know what I mean? And it could be that you thought that you were over that situation. You put whatever trauma, whatever hurts, whatever to the past, you know, behind you, and you've moved on. You've kind of, you know, you could have created your own new situation, whatever. But for whatever the reason, you know, a remembrance of that time or of that, you know, whatever it is that, you know, that you found yourself working to get over has resurfaced, and it could, you know, basically bring up some old feelings. Also, this could be something that, how can I put this? This could be something that something has happened, or something has happened to someone, perhaps in a business setting, and somehow or another you find that it is affecting you, and you never thought that it could and or it would. Somebody thought that they put distance between themselves in a situation, and they're finding that, you know, that situation is not that far away, or that situation, somebody thought that they had put distance between them and the situation, or their participation in something, or their contribution. So this is kind of like, this is giving me what is this giving me? This is giving me like, okay, this is giving me like Holocaust energy, right? So like, you know, at the time when, you know, Hitler and his crew were in power, and at the height of their power, you know, when they basically controlled, you know, a great portion of Europe, you know, basically people fell in line with them, and people, you know, started to work for them and do their bidding. But once, you know, that the Gestapo fell, then those who were once associated, the Nazi sympathizers, all of a sudden, look, just like this card right here, they get amnesia. They don't know what you're talking about. Like, Nazi sympathizer, I never worked for him, or I was never a sympathizer to that. I've always thought that it was awful. You know, people change their tune. And this could be a situation like that, where now somebody is changing their tune about their participation. So now somebody is trying to make it seem like they were never involved with someone or something. They never had anything to do with anything. You know, that was all them. I had nothing to do with that. That was never me. That was them. That's the energy that I'm seeing. Yeah. Also, it could come out that you are secretly in love with someone, and you're secretly in love with somebody. Perhaps this is a friend, or perhaps this was once a romantic partner and for whatever the reason you were friend zoned, but I am getting that this could possibly be someone who was a friend that you have some type of feelings for, and that is the reason why you take things so so personally, Gemini. And Geminis do take things personally because that's because y'all have so many damn personalities. So, you know, it's like emotions times 11 for all the personalities that a Gemini has. Also, somebody was trying to keep a situation. So this could be where you were dealing with somebody and perhaps in your mind it was just like a sneaky link type of situation and you treated it as such, and for whatever the reason you ended up getting, you know, friend zone behind it. Now somebody is very, very sad. Somebody can't get over that. Because this happened in the past. And somebody still can't get over it. Somebody can't let it go. Also, somebody is always there. This could technically be a friend, but whatever this is, even if this is a platonic friend, you know, there's somebody, the gentleman has feelings for the female. Look, he just is happy, like, tell me your problems. I'm here. Just tell them to me. And she's like, well, you know, he hit me or whatever, and, you know. And also somebody could feel that way as well. Like, you want to treat me like the friend, but then you want to be with other people, or you want to be with people who are going to treat you worse than I would ever treat you, or something to that effect. But somebody's all in their feelings. Somebody is all about feelings, okay? Also, somebody's two-faced. Somebody basically will lie, cheat, scam. They'll do whatever they need to do to be the boss. Somebody sits and they study situations. They study people. There's somebody who's a kiss ass, meaning they will, you know, attach themselves to someone whom they feel will get them to the next level, and they will, for the most part, be that person's jockey. Yeah. Somebody was supposed to be for one thing and was actually for the other. Somebody basically played their position. Somebody was an operative, a political operative, a corporate operative, a romantic operative. Somebody's whole purpose was misdirection and got paid to do it, whether it was monetarily or whether it was special consideration or whether it was favorable, whatever it was. Somebody basically sold out. They're a sellout. That's the bottom line. Somebody is a sellout for sure. All right, Jim. So let's see. I've spent a considerable amount of time. All right, what was the past energy for this for my Geminis? I can't even see how long this has been recording. All right, what is this sneaky link? Also, somebody wanted to have a sneaky link with someone and they were not able to. Possibly because that person was friend zoned, or possibly because somebody needed to keep it in the friend zone. But somebody was quite happy in a friendship setting, meaning somebody knew that was as close as they could ever come to being romantically involved with somebody, even though they may have wanted to. Somebody could have been married or in a relationship, and so, you know, cheating or any of that was always out of the question. So somebody, you know, basically took a friendship as the next best thing. Somebody took it very, very seriously. Somebody could have felt betrayed, or I don't know. All right, what is this sneaky link for Geminis in the past? Oh, I guess that's why it's sneaky, right? Nine of Swords. Also, somebody's worried that this is coming out, or Somebody is getting karma for it. And what is gaslit? Gaslighted, that's funny. Good card still, though. We have the Hangman. And we have the Queen of Swords as well. Somebody could be dealing with the air sign female, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a woman from a different country. This woman could be of a darker complexion. This could also be, I mean, you know. Let's see. Also, there's somebody who basically, you may not be getting along with this person, or there could be somebody that you have fallen out with. You want to see if somebody is your enemy as well. You want to see if somebody is going to speak the truth, or also somebody has some type of truth. Also, somebody is ready to end something. Gemini, this is a female. So, like, say you're married and you've been having problems in your marriage, or somebody is ready to, like, yeah, somebody is ready to call it quits. Somebody is tired. Subjugated is what I'm also hearing. Subjected as well. Somebody is tired of having to live under. So this could also be. So this could be you, Gemini. This Queen of Swords. You could also be dealing with somebody who's like a fake Muslim. You know, like one who's, you know, just a Muslim when it suits them. You know what I mean? When it comes time to tell you what to do and how to live and, you know, how you should be serving them, then they're a Muslim. But, you know, they, in the next breath, they'll be sitting there smoking blunts, selling crack, or selling, I shouldn't just, that sounds very stereotypical. They'll be out there, you know what I'm saying, smoking weed or doing whatever, you know, drugs, drinking, possibly selling, you know, just doing things that are wrong. But then want to sit and point the finger at you and tell you what you should be doing, and using the Lord or Allah to, you know, to do it. So you could be tired of that as well. Yeah. Somebody had you thinking that they were righteous out here, religious, you know, like they were about God and spirituality, and that may not be this, you know, that may not be what it is. Somebody doesn't want to be married to somebody anymore. Somebody does not want to be somebody's queen anymore. Somebody does not want to be married or related to anybody. I mean, related to somebody anymore, or in business with somebody, dealing with somebody. Look, she is like, here, I give it back. She's like giving her crown back. Like, here, take it. I give it back. I don't want it. Somebody has spent enough time with somebody that somebody sees somebody's game. Somebody knows that somebody is a phony. See? Confirmation. And somebody's a hoe. But somebody's a phony. I don't know what two crows have to do with anything. Hmm. Okay. Maybe it'll come to me about those crows, but it's something about those crows. Also, somebody thought that possibly, so if you are like a spiritualist, or you're very spiritual and you know, believe in, like, you know, what people would call superstitions, but it's just basically old school, you know, ancestor knowledge passed down. If you are one of these people, somebody could have possibly have believed that you were phony, or when you were trying to tell somebody something, you could have prophesied something to someone or told somebody something about the future and they didn't want to hear you, and now that's coming to fruition. Also, somebody hears voices. There's a woman out here who's ready to leave her partner. First of all, there's a woman out here that's ready to leave her partner because she's realizing that her partner is not his own man or her own woman. That the strong, independent, powerful person that they portrayed themselves to be basically is a facade. That somebody is actually a puppet. Also, there's a woman out here that's ready to leave a situation because her person is mad in the head. Somebody is schizophrenic. Somebody won't take their medicine. Somebody is possibly I'm hearing a manic depressive as well. But somebody definitely, goes from one extreme to the other. I'm also hearing. Somebody hears things. Somebody imagines that possibly people are after them or situations are happening that they're not really happening, but somebody just will not do what they need to do to help get themselves together. And there could be a woman that's ready to be like, listen, I cannot. I cannot. I will not. Like, yeah. Somebody believes that the government is watching them. But in this case, the person who believes that the government is watching, and also somebody is watching. So first of all, there's a woman that wants to leave, and she could be about to tell somebody that she's going to leave. Also, there is a woman who is a woman of Allah, and she basically sees what's going on, and she wants no part of it, and she could be getting ready to walk away as well. But, there is somebody out here who knows that somebody watches people, too. Like, it's deeper than rap out here, for real, for real. Somebody has been, yeah, I'm not even gonna say anymore. Somebody is an op. Is an op. And this woman, she's done. She don't want no parts, too. There's a woman out here who's grown to hate her husband or her partner. They don't even have to be legally married, or her partner. It could be another female. Who knows? All right, what is this friendship? All right, we have Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo female. If this is not an earth sign, this could be a woman of a light complexion. This could also be someone who traditionally has money, but for whatever reason, she doesn't have any money. So somebody also can be an opportunist out here. Somebody could have left somebody too because they don't have any money to offer them. Like, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Yeah, like, yeah. So somebody could be finding out that their Queen of Pentacles is also a fraud. Also, somebody is breaking up with this woman. So either you are dealing with a earth sign woman, okay, who is could either range or either be extremely light or extremely dark, or you're dealing with an air sign woman who's of a light complexion. So this could be like a Libra, what is it, a Virgo, Libra, cusper as well. It's Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's Queen of Swords. Somebody was all about the money. somebody basically, yeah, somebody was all about the money, or somebody was friends with somebody they felt was a enemy or a snake, or they felt was only with them or only friends with them for what they could do for them. Either this is you or somebody else, Gem. Alright, and then, yeah. At the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands. So this could be friends. So you could feel like somebody could have betrayed you in the past. This could also be a fire sign, female as well. If this is a fire sign, female, she is of a light complexion too. Or she's no darker than she's medium brown. Light skin to medium brown. This could have been somebody that you have fallen out with in the past. This could have been a fire sign female that you fell out with. And perhaps you thought that you were over this person and you're just simply not. Or you thought that you were over a situation and you are not. This could also, you could be mourning the death of a friend. Or the ending of a relationship. Also, somebody could have recently ended a situation with somebody and like they are lovesick. Somebody can't eat, they can't sleep. Somebody stays up all night. Thinking about this situation, thinking about this person. Alright, also somebody drives past somebody's house late night as well. Somebody could be imagining that this person has, different lovers coming over, different people coming over. Also, somebody imagines that they are saving somebody or that they could have been somebody's savior. I'm getting like somebody imagines that somebody is abused, or I don't know. Also, somebody could have been abused. Also, that is a situation. Somebody likes to befriend people who are less fortunate, who have suffered some type of, mental, spiritual trauma, or who basically comes from who they feel like they are saving and they are raising up. So they tend to gravitate towards people whom they feel they are superior or better than in some type of way. Not that they feel that they are superior, but like they have more access to resources and like they can help these people versus these people being able to help them. So that way it's like they come in on some type of savior complex. Perhaps somebody saw through that, and that's the reason why you fell out with somebody, because somebody knows that you're a phony, or that somebody else is a phony. Somebody's a phony. So somebody comes in like, somebody creates circumstances or help to perpetuate circumstances that possibly are not advantageous to their partner or to a group of people. So that way they have so that way they can come in as the savior, as someone trying to, who has the ability to change things, the only person who has the ability to change things. So that way, people will be loyal, or people will, support them because, they seem to be the only person that has the answers. Alright, presently what's going on with the sneaky link, Nine of Swords. Oh, okay, so we have Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So there is no new beginning. We also have the World card in reverse. There will be no new beginning because something will not stop. This is giving me, you see this star? Or maybe you can't see it in the cards. This is giving me Mason, Eastern Star type of energy. Okay, so somebody is in a secret society, and that is the reason why. So this could be with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, World in reverse. Basically, okay, how can I say that about this? There will never be a new beginning for something and or someone, because, or for something and or someone or a group or an entity, because people will not stop doing the same old thing. So there will never be a new beginning, because people, or because, like, say, these secret organizations, they don't want something to end. They don't want poverty to end. They don't want injustice to end, because there's big money in that. There's big money in keeping, people poor. And there's big money in, like, just helping people. People get paid to help people. So there's big money in that. So there is no money if there's nobody there to help. And so that's, and that's the reason why somebody can notice somebody's a phony, because somebody really doesn't want to solve a problem. Somebody really doesn't want anything to end and or change with this world card in reverse. Basically, they only want to appear like they want to change things, and they only want to appear like they want injustice to stop. But, as long as these things continue to go on, well, then that means that they will continue to A, have influence, B, possibly, some type of financial benefit and or gain behind it, whether it be through, running a business that supports some of these aims, a nonprofit that supports some of these aims, whatever. Also, 1918 could be significant. 1918 could be significant. February 5th, February 6th could also be significant. So I don't know what that means, but that definitely means something. Somebody is not able to make any money because somebody will not stop doing something, or somebody will not quit. So this is also a situation where, there is a situation, a person, a something that has prevented, something from completely going through. And that is the reason why, certain things have not happened yet, why a situation or a project has not been finished yet, because there is something in or someone that keeps causing delays in something. First, okay, before I even say that, at the bottom of the deck we have the moon card. So we could be dealing with the Pisces. All right, what is this? Gaslit. The Hangman, Queen of Swords. Somebody lied to this Queen of Swords. And basically somebody made themselves seem like they were something completely different. Alright, so this could be like through letters, through text, through, somebody also could be writing, or could be like writing like proposals, grants, things like that, but somebody is painting an inaccurate picture. So somebody with the title card in reverse, so somebody was lying, or somebody is getting some type of bad information or bad news. Also, somebody going back to somebody who wants to divorce somebody and or leave somebody. Somebody is basically trying to contemplate or trying to figure out the best time to let somebody know that they're leaving, or somebody is in the process of leaving somebody, they just haven't said anything yet. Somebody's trying to get their okay. Also somebody knows that they have some type of bad news coming from this Queen of Swords. So this could be divorce papers. Somebody knows the divorce papers are coming in the mail. With this Queen of Swords, this is also an attorney. Somebody's attorney has already notified them that they can expect to be, I'm keep hearing subpoenaed and questioned. Somebody is going to have to go to court. Okay, now whether this be divorce court or whatever, Ten of Swords, yeah, somebody's going to have to go to court. Somebody thought that they had gotten away scot-free. Somebody thought that they had played their hand so slick, so sweet with this whole two-face card. Somebody believed that if they had played both sides against the middle, or if they had done some somebody fancied themselves to be a modern-day Machiavelli, excuse me, with this lessons learned card. Somebody proved themselves to be a modern-day Machiavelli. All right, somebody was a charmer out here, too. Oh yeah, and I hate to do, you know, oracle cards because these are like so easy, and anybody can do an oracle card reading, you know. But right here, the story is just really telling itself. So somebody was a charmer out here with these red flags behind and these roses behind their back. Somebody, and I'm not even okay. I'm gonna put these right here, this deck right here, so everybody can see. Somebody had a hidden agenda. So somebody was able to perform a service or be able to, you know, make some type of resource, you know, accessible to people. And, you know, they were so excited to have this. You know, this could be an opportunity. This could be, you know, knowledge. This could be anything. And, you know, the people that they were offering it to were so excited and everything that basically they never questioned, you know, they didn't question the motives behind it. But basically all these things were used as a trick. And now it's starting to come out that somebody is a fake, a fraud, and a phony. And that was the whole reason why somebody could have helped, you know, someone, or somebody pushing an agenda. Somebody drinks a lot of coffee as well. So, now, Aries had this too. Somebody drinks a lot of coffee. So something can be coming out about or pertaining to an Aries. Something about some money. With this breaking cycle, somebody said, you better get me out of jail or I'm going to start talking. Somebody was making it seem like they had all this money when really they don't have any money. All right? And somebody keeps telling somebody, and somebody is worried because they don't have any money. And somebody made it seem like they had all the money in the world and they don't. So now it's time to show up and show out, and somebody can't do it. Somebody don't have any money. Somebody is saying, you better get me out of jail. You better do something before I start talking. With this whole speak up card, before I start running my mouth like, excuse me, hey, I got something to say. Somebody is ready to say something. Yeah. Look, somebody like with this whole plastic smiles right here, you was doing business with somebody. This is a man, this is a woman. You was doing business with somebody, but it was kind of like a tenuous situation. So it was more so like, I'm doing business with her because it's better to do business with her than for her to be doing business against me. And she like, I'm doing business with him because he think that he's so slick doing business with me and everything, but really I'm just learning from him. Somebody feels like somebody betrayed them. They broke their promise. Also, somebody did break a promise to them. Somebody was supposed to be a friend or supposed to be working on the side of people when in actuality they were not. Okay? And somebody feels brokenhearted because somebody was secretly in love. Bam. All right, but back to the regularly scheduled programming. All right, gems. That was a lot, baby. That was a lot. All right, what is this? Friend zone, Queen of Pentacles in reverse for my Geminis. Oh, that was on the flow. Put it on the flow. All right, with one, I'm going to put it back. What came out was 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and then the Queen of Wands in reverse. First of all, somebody was sleeping with a Queen of Wands. Somebody had a mistress, or was somebody's mistress. All right. So somebody was possibly secretly sleeping with someone. All right, we have the moon at the bottom of the deck. So somebody was sleeping with their mistress. This is a mistress. Perhaps this is somebody that you used to sleep with, Gemini, and, you know, you were possibly in love with this person. You could have, you know, you could have been more emotionally invested than you let on, and perhaps, you know, this person decided that they wanted to end the situation with you. They're not dealing with you, or just, I'm hearing somebody could possibly be in jail, so they're not able to get to this person, and they could be hearing rumors or receiving some type of, you know, evidence and everything that, you know, this person is out here and they've moved on. I'm also hearing that somebody could have broken up with somebody, like, listen, this just isn't working for me anymore, this Queen of Pentacles. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. So, you know, I just think it's just best that we be friends and everything. And somebody could be thinking to themselves like, all right, gone out here, you know what I'm saying? You think somebody is out here better than me. You think this whatever is out here better than me. Now, when they be out here whipping your ass and everything, I don't want to hear anything. You know, you going to come back. Somebody going to come back like, I'll be waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? You'll be back. You'll be back. Somebody is adamant that somebody is going to be back. All right, so what is this friend zone? Queen of Pentacles in reverse for Geminis. Also, somebody believed that somebody could be bought off with money too, and that wasn't the case. Somebody thought this Queen of Pentacles could be bought off with money and or gifts and or some type of special consideration or whatever, and that just simply was not the case. Somebody thought that if they made a situation as hard for them as hard for this woman as they possibly could, well then she would have to come running back to them for support and or some type of protection, whether it be, or just whatever, for some type of support. And perhaps that did not happen. And somebody could be, tight about that because that did not happen. This person did not come running back for support, or somebody didn't come running back all battered and bruised the way you thought that they were, or the way somebody thought that you was going to come running back, Gemini. Somebody was just fine, you know what I'm saying? With this 8 of coins right here, somebody is still doing the work. Somebody is still working. Somebody also does a lot of public-facing speaking. Somebody could be speaking to the masses. That could be the work that somebody does. Somebody could have felt betrayed by a work colleague. We have the Queen of Swords out here twice. All right, so this is definitely some type of bust up, some type of, y'all done fell out. Now, this could be an air sign woman who was extremely, who was light-skinned. Or this could be an enemy, or you feel this is an enemy, or you feel this is somebody that you want to do battle with. Somebody wants to do battle. Somebody feels some type of way, so somebody has put it in their mind that they're going to be doing battle with this person, or that this other person, is doing battle with them. Somebody is on their guard as well. Okay, yeah. Alright. The Hangman and then 4 of Swords also. Somebody is basically trying to make somebody out to be... So this could also be a situation where there's a man out there who is mad that he couldn't get none from a woman, or, basically that he has some type of feelings for this woman, and because, she basically just kept him in the friend zone, or they remained in the friend zone, or however it goes down, he felt some type of way about it. And so now, you know how it is when you got some men who can't get what they want, then they want to act like and be out here just, waging non-stop war on a woman or against her. And now, somebody wants to disparage her character and talk about her and call her names, or, sit there and try to sully her reputation or things like that. That's what this is, Gemini. So either you're doing this or somebody else is doing this. Now, there's none but women out here, so, Also, there's a woman out here who thinks that another woman is sleeping with her man when in actuality she is not. Somebody really was just somebody's friend, and this woman hates this other woman because of it, because she feels like this woman was either, sleeping with her person, or is the reason why their relationship did not work. Now, and for one or two, if this is the case, Gemini, for you or for somebody else, this is how somebody could feel about you. They are upset with you because they know that their person really wanted you. So this is a situation where, they may have married the person, but all the qualities that, this person will look for in a female, they found in you and not them. Or they wanted them to behave the way you did. This gentleman could be brown skin. This could be like a King of Wands type of energy. Somebody's brown skin as well. Also, somebody thought that because they belonged to a secret, entity, or they had some type of secret government. Ooh. They had some type of secret agreement with somebody that they would continue to be able to, maintain or whatever. And that possibly was not the case. this is also a situation where somebody tried to end somebody, but because this person does have, you know, connections or whatever, they were not, you know, successful in ending somebody's career or ending a project or something like that. All right, now what is the future energy for this now? For my sneaky link, Geminis. All right, Nine of Swords, World card in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Alright, the Sun card and the King of Pentacles. Alright, that's the first gentleman that we see out here. So this King of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, strong Taurus vibes. Or this could be somebody who is of a pale complexion or somebody who is Caucasian. This is also somebody who has money. This is somebody who runs some type of organization, corporation. Somebody has some type of secret, you know, agreement or dealing with somebody of, you know, of a light complexion. Or somebody who is, you know, yeah, of a light complexion. This King of Pentacles. Or this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But whatever it is, this is somebody who had money. So basically somebody would do somebody's bidding. If you see in this card, how this bull is basically bowing to this King of Pentacles. They're bowing to the Pentacles. So somebody was out here doing somebody's bidding. Alright? Whatever this man said, they would get paid to basically either stand down or keep quiet. So this may be a situation where they weren't necessarily doing somebody's bidding, but somebody, you know, basically would keep quiet about a situation or not get involved with the situation because they didn't want to affect some money. I'm hearing funding as well. Yeah, somebody had a super secret deal with someone. Somebody was basically got pimped out or whored out. Somebody would do anything for money, actually. And somebody wants to belong, too. So this is giving me little black boy who got called the N-word too much growing up, and so they made it their life's mission to ingratiate themselves in, say, you know, white culture or, you know, a different culture. I'm just using, you know, my culture as an example. This is something that I've seen all too, you know, often. And so they've made it their life mission to, you know, ingratiate themselves, you know, in somebody else's culture to prove that they are, you know, equal, that they are, you know, not less than, that they are equal to, and that, you know, they're different than the rest type of situation. So that's that right there. But anyway, moving forward. Anyway, I wanted to say early on somebody was a race trader, but I didn't, you know, I didn't want to say it, but I have to say it now. Alright, what is this gaslit? So what is this future energy going to happen? Or what is this future energy for Geminis with this gaslit energy? Hangman, Queen of Swords, the title card in reverse. You gotta tell me what this is. So my collective will know. A whole bunch. We have the King of Wands. I did say somebody could be a King of Wands out here of a brown complexion. So, or if this is not, so this, okay. Okay, now this gem, so there is a breakup out here, okay, period. There's a breakup. Now if this is a earth sign gentleman, so either there is a earth sign gentleman who is of like a brown complexion, like, you know, brown paper bag, a little bit darker complexion, up to fair skin. Or if this is a fire sign gentleman, this could quite possibly be a fair-skinned fire sign gentleman. Also, this gentleman sleeps around a lot and somebody has something. And that could also be a reason why somebody is breaking up too. Somebody also has something and they look in the mirror and they don't know what is going on with their appearance too. Alright, so this could be a situation where somebody is looking in the mirror and they notice lesions on their face, or they notice, you know, they like their face is changing, their skin is changing, and somebody doesn't know what's going on. Also, somebody is losing hair. Somebody doesn't know why they're losing hair as well. Alright, what is this? Friend zoned? Yeah, somebody is noticing something on their face. This woman, And this man is sitting there telling her, like, everything is fine, everything is fine, you know, there's nothing, whatever. And she's sitting there like, why is my skin looking like that? Like, what is going on? Like, why am I looking like this? Yeah, somebody doesn't know what's going on with them, with their body, or with them. Somebody could also be worried that they have something too. So this could be a situation where somebody was with someone and they possibly could have broken up with them in the past because they knew that this person was out here reckless, sleeping around, and they could have thought that they, you know, separated themselves, or they, you know, whatever, and it could come back to somebody still, I don't know, got touched. This is a marriage too. This is a married couple. Is what this is. All right, we have the 9 of Cups. Somebody stopped working with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, perhaps because this person was not trustworthy, or you deemed that this person was not trustworthy, or this could be a breakup in a relationship. This could be, somebody could have also have broken up with someone so that they could get into a new relationship with someone else. So somebody could have broken up with a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I did say this person could possibly be a Libra, a Virgo, Libra cusper. So somebody could have broken up with this person so that they could get into a relationship with a Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is out here twice. All right. So, yeah. Yeah. Now, this King of Pentacles could have gone through a breakup. He could be the one that's going through a breakup, whilst the King of Wands is dealing with the Queen of Swords. And it could come out that this King of Pentacles contracted something because he was dealing with the King of Wands. And now this Queen of Swords is starting to exhibit symptoms. Excuse me, symptoms. Or that could be the reason why somebody ended up breaking up with someone. So there's the King of Wands out here that possibly gave something to a Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female. This is not a air sign female. This is, first of all, this is a very manly looking woman. Whoever this woman is, but this could be an air sign female. Or this could be somebody that you just, yeah, she's just on a rampage. Somebody likes to fight too. Somebody can fight. Also, it could come out that somebody hired something. Okay. Somebody could have possibly have hired a woman to set up another woman. Possibly to get unalived at one point in time or another. This could have been during Christmas time too. Somebody could have ended a work relationship with one person so they could hop into a work relationship with another person. At the bottom of the day, we have the Hangman again. So somebody is being watched. Somebody is watching somebody. Somebody could possibly be watching somebody's social media pages. Somebody could be watching to see if somebody is going to reveal something, if somebody is going to start talking about them, or if, you know, they can expect for something to come down the pike in terms of communications about possibly what they did in the past. Somebody does belong or was involved with some type of secret, you know, meeting, some type of secret occult, whatever, and this could be coming to the forefront, or somebody could be trying to watch to see if somebody, specifically a female, is going to expose that about someone. I have high Queen of Swords or heavy Queen of Swords energy, so this most likely can be a an air sign female, Libra energy. Somebody also could know that, yeah, somebody could know somebody's secret, that somebody is secretly, I don't know, well, somebody may know that their person basically is, will do whatever for money. I'm just going to say that. This person will entertain whatever relationships they feel will get them to the next level. And somebody knows this now about their person. This doesn't even necessarily have to be on a physical level, but this most definitely is on on every other level. Somebody basically is a traitor. That's all you can say. So this is kind of like, you know, you have like black, activists out there, and you know they rocking, the longest dreads, and they always have some type of Pan-African,